Hello guys, welcome back to another review. I know it's been a while since I've reviewed anything, but I do generally want to upload again since I just kind of have motivation to upload again. So today I'm reviewing these two, the 16-inch Glitchtrap plush that I think they released last year or early this year, because I remember getting this guy shortly after Christmas last year at GameStop. And then this one, the 16-inch Snap Vanny plush, I got a few months ago. So we're just gonna, dive right in. I know these two have probably been out for a while, but I still want to give my thoughts and opinions on them. Because, I haven't reviewed anything in a while. I do need to do some catching up. So, yeah, let's just get to the review. So I'm going to start off with the 16-inch Snap Vanny, since it's not as interesting as the 16-inch Glitchtrap. And right off the bat, I gotta say, I do think this is an improvement over Funko's normal Vanny plush. Just simply based on the fact that it's based off the Snap, and the Snap actually looks good, and it isn't this, which granted, I still like this, but you can't really tell me it looks much like Vanny. You can't really tell me, especially in the face. Like, I think the face is probably the biggest improvement, and the ears, and just like the design overall, like with these stitching patterns. Sure, they're printed, but they're better than just having the different colors with no detailing at all. Like, I like God that they kept the different colored fabrics, but added the stitching so it actually looks believable. So yeah, the bow tie better than the original. The original was kind of just like Rockstar Freddy's bow tie, but blue. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't feel like grabbing Rockstar Freddy right now. But this one is its own unique pattern. It's that like actual metallic blue that it is in game. And, it just overall looks nice. This is also one of the few FNAF plushies from Funko that have an accessory. The only other ones I can think of off the top of my head that have accessories are the Firework Freddy plushie. Actually, in fact, both of those 4th of July plushies had accessories. So yeah, it's the pizza cutter, just like the Snap. Some people wish it was a knife. I kind of do too, but at the same time, I'm okay with the pizza cutter since it's a plushie. It's kind of meant to be cutesy and goofy, so it doesn't really bother me. Also, it is the normal soft fabric rather than the scratchy stuff the original Security Reach plushies were. And overall, I just think the detailing is really nice. I like how this foot is like a grayish beige compared to the normal gray right here. You get the different colored grays, overall, I do like that they added the various different colors of fabrics to the design, even if it's not actually the fabrics, it's just printing. It's still really nice, and the attention to detail is really nice without it overwhelming the design. You can see the ears. I think this one might be the same beige-ish color that the foot is, but I can't really tell. Only problem with these ears is that for some reason on bigger plushes especially, the ears kind of like suck in at some points, and it tends to look really strange. I don't really know how to fix that, but I do still think these ears are an improvement over the originals, which were just kind of too close together and just stuck straight up rather than having any fold. Like, unlike most bunnies, like Springtrap, if we take Springtrap here, it doesn't like completely fold, but it's still got that like indentation in the stitching where you could like push it down and it's bent. So, I mean, this is not normal Spring Bunny, but like, it's like you can move it like this and all that, do whatever you want. But Vannies, you can't really do that without it like creasing the fabric and looking a little weird. So yeah, definitely a huge improvement over the original. And overall, I do think I'm glad that the best Snap got turned into a plushie, because Baby and Toy Bonnie they just don't look right at all. The Toy Bonnie Snap is already the worst, and the plushie somehow looks worse. Like, what? But yeah, overall, I love the eyes. You got the eyebrows, which are really nice and really accurate to Vanny in game. And overall, the face is just my favorite part. It captures Vanny's like essence so well. It captures like her vibe from the game so well in a cutesy form, way better than the original Funko plushie did. So yeah, honestly, I'm probably gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Or a 9 actually. The only real problem I have is like some of the like sucking in, that's like some of the stitching does at the ears and these little creases. Other than that, honestly, had a really amazing plushie. We wish we got a normal size version to replace this one. Also, another cool detail is that this is embroidered. And normally I don't really care, because, you know, printing's fine. But it's the fact that they went through the extra mile of embroidering each individual stitch mark, and then these cross stitches right here is such a cool detail. And if you don't know what this is basically like where the suit would open up, I'm pretty sure. So like for Vanessa to climb inside. So I think it's really cool that they included that. Also, the whiskers are embroidered. So yeah, even if there's a lot of printing, there's still a decent amount of embroidery. And I think that's really nice. So overall, I'm going to have to give 16-inch Snap Vanny a 9 out of 10. So now that she's done, let's get on to the main man himself, Glitchtrap. A Glitchtrap is an interesting one because this only exists as a 16-inch. Like, I'm pretty sure this came out around the time that their license got taken away. So I'm going to assume that they were planning on releasing a Glitchtrap plush, like a normal size one, but since the license got taken away, that got canceled. But I guess they still had this thing lying around, so they released this. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame we don't have a normal sized one, but I have this bootleg and I think he suffices for now. So yeah, pretty neat stuff. Let's just get down to all, you know, the inner details of the plushie. So starting off, this is pretty sure a reuse of the 16-inch Vanny design. You could tell based off of like just the face, really, because I don't have the 16-inch Vanny, obviously, the original. But if you like look at it, you could tell it's kind of got that like rounded, like egg shape almost. Same snout, where it's got that like weird frown or whatever right here. But I do think it looks better. The face does look better than Vanny just because of the more details, like the eyes. They look better. The whiskers and the teeth just like make the weirdness of the snout like less apparent. And yeah, the eyebrows, I think, are really nice. Let's just start off with the ears. Unfortunately, these are printing. And these are the only, aside from, like, obviously the star from the vest, this is the only printing on this entire plushie. And it has the same problem where it, like, folds and creases in a weird way. But it does lead to one of his ears leaning down. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, they are a completely different design from Vanny's original ears. You can tell, like, they're not really, like, curved. And, like, because on this plushie, if you look, they're, like, straight up in the middle. But on the outside of the ears, they're, like, curved. These are just curved all the way around. And, yeah, it does lead to them looking nice. I do kind of wish they were a bit farther apart, like they are in game, like this bootleg plushie did. Well, I mean, these ears just kind of look better in general because they're embroidered and they look more like Glitchtrap's ears, but still. I think the face, the eyebrows look really nice. For a cutesy stylized version, I do think this works. This only looks better a little because it's literally just the Glitchtrap's face in game. There's not really much different. But, like, the eyes, I think, look better. And stuff like the nose is really cool. So, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just the average Freddy nose. And then just like the 16-inch Vanny, the whiskers are actually embroidered. So, I think that's really cool. I'm glad they did that. And I do think it's better than this, because this looks nice for the most part, but sometimes they fold and they like get stuck on the fabric and it ends up looking weird and they just feel cheap. But then again, this is a bootleg, so I guess it's not really comparable quality wise. Moving down to the body, unique bow tie compared to Vanny's, both Vanny's, and it's metallic purple, and like the Pop Goes plushie, unlike Circus Freddy who had a printed vest, and unlike this bootleg that has a printed vest, this vest is its own separate piece. It's its own thing of fabric. If you go around, it's even got that little like Velcro spot that the suit would have. It's got the little split up there. Yeah, you can literally see it's a separate piece that they sewed on to the neck and like other spots, you know, obviously hold it on to the plushie. And he's got a bunny tail, which I think is a major improvement over Vanny, because Vanny does have a bunny tail in game, but for some reason Funko never gave that to her. So, and I'm surprised they didn't hear, because it seemed like after Bonnet, they just completely stopped giving Bonnie's bunny tails. So it's really surprising to see that on Glitchtrap. The stars look nice. Let's just compare these. One thing I do like, the buttons are lower down, so you can properly see them. They're kind of hidden here. So I feel like these should have been lowered to like right here maybe. But it's not bad. I still think they work. I just think they should have been lowered a bit so they would stand out better and you could actually see them rather than being hidden behind the vest and the bow tie. But still, not bad. You can see the secondary base color, which, speaking of the color, this might be because of age, because Spring Bonnie has been out for a while. I got this one like when it initially released, or like when it first got restocked. As you can see, it's a bit paler and a more vibrant of a yellow, because this is kind of more of like a goldish, like orangish yellow, compared to Glitchtrap, who is like just this bright, vibrant yellow with the pale beige, white, like, or whatever secondary color. It's closer. I don't think it's exact, but it's closer to the 10-inch golden Freddy plush that they released, which I also plan to review. This is an amazing plush. I do want to review this. But yeah, you can just tell that it's more closer to this than it is to that. And funnily enough, the color isn't too different. I know on camera it looks way different, but in person it doesn't look as different. So yeah, I think this is a really cool plushie to have. I do still wish we got a normal sized one, but hey, this is still cool that they gave this character a 16-inch plushie, considering, you know, he was the big bad of Security Breach, some of AR, and then Help Wanted, obviously, and Help Wanted 2. But yeah, and possibly Ruin, depending on what ending happens or what theory you believe. I'm not gonna get into all that, but yeah, so this plushie will obviously still be the main Glitchtrap that I use in the series and stuff, because, you know, he's bigger, but he's not 16-inch, and he still mostly fits in. So yeah, this will still be the main Glitchtrap that I use in videos, but this one is still cool. I still do think it's better than that, and I do still have a use for this guy. You'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. To be honest, the main reason why I stopped uploading for a while is that I did kind of get burnt out from making plushie videos, and the stuff Funko was releasing just wasn't really that inspiring. Like, we literally had Tie-Dye, Balloon Circus, and Holiday in the same year, and nothing really was interesting. The Balloon Circus figures weren't that good. I just kind of got burnt out from all of Funko's just lazy recolor stuff, and kind of made me fall out of FNAF merch. But seeing stuff like this, and the new Jazzler stuff, and the pops they've been doing, like the Withered pops, and now their upcoming Help Wanted 2 wave, has made me want to review the merch again, since it's actually interesting now. And yeah, so I do have all the Wither pops, so I do want to review those when I can. And whenever I get the Jazzro stuff, I would love to review those. So stay tuned. I will definitely be reviewing more merch now. Obviously, I will be catching up with some other merch that I haven't reviewed yet, like 10-inch Golden Freddy, the Ruin plushies, the two that they made, the Ruin Pops figures, and this thing. So yeah, I do have a lot of plans to review stuff, so stick around. I do want to upload regularly. I don't want to go on a 5-month hiatus again. That's a no-no. Definitely not. So yeah, I just want to review these two because I think these are really good plushies. I don't think he's in stores anymore, but if he is, I definitely say get him. He should be on discount because the Snap Vanny plushie's on discount right now, or at least she should be. That's how I got her. I was on vacation with family, and I popped into a GameStop, and she was there on discount for like $27 or $21. I'm pretty sure it was 21. So if you see these, even at full price, I think these are worth it. These are really solid 16-inch plushies and good plushies to end Funko's run on. Way better than ending the run on something like Balloon Circus or Holiday. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video, and I can't wait to review some more stuff with you guys. Goodbye.